So much of what happened in between 316 and 401 is about the prison's stability and how it's a workable community and how everybody has found their role and how things are just working.
When we look at the prison now, it's a little soft around the edges. There's been a garden that's been built. There's been some nice homey touches that's been in there. There's a little cantina.
People are coming back for season 4 and they're sitting there and they're watching and they're watching and they're watching and they're like, there's a zombie behind there. Oh, what's gonna happen? And it's really just Rick and his hoe.
Rick has realized that in order to save his children and be the father that he always wanted to be, he's focusing all of his energies into the land. It's an unrealistic ambition because the world is so brutal.
You didn't wake me up.
Because I knew you were up all night reading comics with a flashlight.
I think Carl recognizes what his dad is giving up and what his dad is trying to do for him, and he's being a good kid.
Morning, Daryl.
What's up, Dr. S?
We see Daryl in a new, larger leadership role.
Smells good.
Just so you know, I liked you first.
Stop.
There's a bit of hero worship going on there, and you kind of get a sense that these people that have been brought into this prison in between season 3 and 4 look up to Daryl in a way that is unfathomable when you know him from season 1.
I just wanted to thank you for bringing that deer back yesterday.
When Daryl meets him and says we're going out on another run.
Go check out the big spot. What I was talking about?
Rick's loyalties are still there. He realizes that he's a useful member of that unit.
You drew him out.
Put a boombox out there 3 days ago.
Hooked it up to 2 car batteries.
All right, let's make it sweet.
They used the roof as a helicopter landing place, and one of the helicopters had failed and had damaged the roof, and our heroes don't know that.
When they're in the big spot and the walkers start raining through the ceiling, that puts our heroes in instantaneous jeopardy. They thought they were safe 1 second, and now they're in the middle of raining zombies.
Slowly and pitilessly away. Saw the half-inch of wick stand alone.
It's really interesting to see Carol, this person who lost her daughter, taking it upon herself to train all these other kids so that they'll be protected.
Ma'am, should I take watch now?
Yes, Luke, you do that. She's making amends for any guilt that she felt for not having been able to save her daughter. Today we're going to learn how to hold a knife, how to stab and slash, and where to aim for.
Carl constantly is in a moral dilemma between trying to be an adult and trying to be a kid. And what's interesting about that moment is he chooses to be a kid.
Please, don't tell your father.
I'm going to go to story time because that's what the other kids are doing. And he walks in and sees Carol with a knife. And he's like, not quite what I was expecting.
I don't think you should go today.
Really? Maggie and Glenn have interesting perspective differences at the top of the season, and as we see, they think that they might be pregnant, and they view the situation very differently.
You know everything's gonna work out, right?
Glenn is taking things a little bit more cautious. He realizes the stakes. He realizes how much he needs the people that he has, and he wants to hold on to that.
I'm not pregnant.
You know?
I know.
Where Maggie's coming from is that why are we fighting and why are we getting up to continue this life if we're not going to experience the greatest joys?
I didn't want to, but we could have.
Claire is a violent and harsh reminder of what the world is like just outside of their fences.
Please. What Eddie and I had to do. Did you do things like that?
It was almost like I'd been cursed by her. It felt like a very strange,
Did you?
dreamlike sequence that you walk off into the woods with this spirit.
Do you think you get to come back from him?
I absolutely think that that is at the heart of what he's trying to do.
I hope so.
He's repressing that instinct, the brutality of the world.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Give it!
It's a sad, poignant,
Let me be with him.
No!
terrifying, touching exchange that the two of them have.
You don't get to come back.
even though he's been so far and gone so far over so many moral codes, that kernel of hope is still in him. I think it's a very interesting question. Can you ever come back from what you've done?
The Walking Dead. All new episodes Sunday nights at 9, only on AMC. For more exclusive video, go to AMC.com.